So the new Batman movie came out, and I'm really excited to go see it. In fact, I'm going to be seeing it tomorrow, and I just really was interested in drawing him because I'm so excited to see the movie. I'm going to be completely honest with you guys right now. I'm in my car recording this because I'm at a job with my brother. So if it sounds weird or you hear like car honks in the background, oh, that's why. Also, same thing goes for if you hear the mic peak, because I don't know how far to hold the iPad from my face because I'm holding it with my hand in my car. I'm very pressed for time this week, and life, literally just life. But on the bright side, I'm listening back to this recording, and honestly, it sounds better than when I'm recording in my room. Which actually makes sense because, the car is a closed space, so there's not a lot of room for sounds on the outside to come in unless, it's like really close to the car. So there's that benefit of all this. Anyway, let's get back to the drawing, or actually let's start talking about the drawing. Okay, whatever. Anyway, I decided for this to draw in a different style. I do have many different styles, and this one just so happens to be my quote-unquote comic book style. I didn't really want to do it in how I usually draw, and I think it's because I was trying to capture somewhat of the actor's likeness. Now, it still don't look nothing like him, but I wanted to try and kind of capture that visual style a little bit better. Plus, I thought it would be fun to draw Batman in a comic book-ish style instead of whatever I do, which is a mix of everything at this point. Also, when I was recording the line art, I noticed that it's really blurry at times, and if you focus hard enough, the camera is slowly leaning down on the drawing, and I thought that was me when I was drawing. No, it turns out that the camera and the stand that it was on just completely fell after I finished lining both of these two right here. So yeah, that sucked. I was like, dang, I already recorded that part. So yeah, so I'm sorry, I'm a mess this week. The video's a mess this week. Things ain't going right. Things are not going right, but it's all right. I'm having fun because I'm drawing a character I really love and admire to a degree. I don't like the part where he just beats up people just because he can, but it'd be like that sometimes. You just have a tragic backstory and then start beating up bad guys because you got money. It's just how it be sometimes. So, as I said earlier, I am drawing him in a different style, and I'm also coloring him in a different style. I felt like it was kind of necessary to do something different because of how all the features are. So I couldn't do the regular shading, or for example, the character Batman is usually pretty dark and brooding, and he doesn't, for example, he wouldn't blush a lot at something unless it's a specific situation. So I tried to make sure that when I was coloring him, I kind of left that color out of his face so it would suit the character more, you get me? Now, I know he doesn't look anything like Robert Pattinson. Robert Pattinson. There, I had to collect myself just to say the name. But to be fair, I never said I was drawing him. I'm drawing the character in his quote-unquote likeness, which means I'm taking the features that he has, which is his really strong jaw, and the way his lips are pursed and all this stuff, to make the character. And the reason why I'm doing that is because my entire existence, I've always been buns doo-doo ass butt at realism. I'm talking about I cannot do anything realistic for the life of me. I can copy it to a degree, but it'll still look like a cartoony anime-ish style because I never really sat down and practiced realism. Sometimes I'd use references and it'll help me build better characters and stuff like that, but I can't. My brain refuses for me to do anything realistic looking. But hey, maybe one day I will. Maybe I'll sit down and actually practice hard enough to do realism, but I'm be real, I think every artist does something different because they like the different things that they do. Some like realism, I like drawing anime men with big tatas, so here we are. Okay, so back to the drawing page, right? I decided to do the two poses on the same page to help give it some more dynamic. and then also plaster a good amount of red by the characters to kind of ground them to the page so they're not just left like floating there, which I don't mind, but I kind of want to try and make more appealing looking sketchbook pages. So when I look back at them, I'm not like, wow, I wish I would have filled it up more or done more with the drawing. Now, for both drawings, sadly, I smudged up the line art, but it's okay, it's whatever. It's a sketchbook at the end of the day, and nothing has to be perfect. It's just my definition of whatever. But overall, I did like the way they both came out. I feel like the coloring really helped push how different they are compared to what I normally do. I also noticed that it's almost refreshing I did a dark and brooding character, because I usually don't do that. Most of my characters are really smiley, happy, and, you know, just bubblegum kind of thing going on. So it was nice having a change of pace from my usual art. Also, another note, which is off topic of the video, but kind of on topic of the videos I make in general, I'm trying to show myself a little bit more through my audible expressions, if that makes any sense. Like, you hear a little bit more of me. I noticed that I get really, really stiff, and sometimes it can get a little, like, stale, so I want to try and not do that. So hopefully you'll hear a little bit more of myself going on out. So here are the two finished Bruces that I did on this page, which I absolutely love them. But if you notice, there was actually a third drawing of Batman, and I'll explain what happened there. Alright, so number one, sorry for the camera angle. I'm not in my usual recording space. I'm actually in my room on my poopy little table. So yeah. I actually ended up liking how these two came out. This camera angle is like horrible, I'm sorry. But I like how this one and this one came out. My issue is this one came out so bad that that I just gave up on it wholeheartedly. And I think it's really ugly. So I don't know if I'm gonna just let him exist in here in his ugliness, or if I'm going to just do something with it, which I don't know if I will, because I'm running short on time, so yeah. As always, thanks for watching, and remember I love you. Bye!